So my name is Vicky Husband, V-I-C-K-Y-H-U-S-B-A-N-D, and I've been fighting to save the ancient forests of British Columbia for over 40 years. I was born in Victoria and I grew up by the ocean and had a really immersion in the natural world. But it came a bit later in my life when I realized that we were losing so much. And I spent quite a lot of time up in Clayoquot Sound and ended up fighting for Meares Island, which became was declared a tribal park. We've got good background. And in 1984, and I also was involved with what we then called South Moresby, up in Haida Gwaii, and now is Gwaii Haanas, the southern part. And so totally immersed in those issues and the ocean issues and the fishery, but mostly in the forest. But we call them salmon forests as well because it's all integrated. Absolutely. But yes, it's fighting for the what I call the ancient forests, because old growth is a bastardized term used by the government that talks about little trees and things like this and lumps them all together, and they say we have a lot. We have 1% of the original extent of that ancient forest in BC, and we have to stop logging it now.
Why is protecting these ancient forests important for you?
Well, it's important because I've watched them disappear, and I can show you a couple of maps, which we don't need to do on the video, but we started mapping in '91 and showed how much had been lost on Vancouver Island, and sort of 54 to 90, and it caused an enormous ruckus because the government didn't actually have proper understanding of what was happening, and I have to say now they don't either. And they say, we have lots of time, we don't have to rush. Yes, we do have to rush, and that actual old growth panel report said that we need to defer these areas that they identified now, not wait. We can consult during that time, but they're delaying, and for me, delay is destruction, and I've watched it for many years. And we have no time left.
You worked on projects a lot, to protect the rainforest. And which rainforest do you think is the most magnificent, and why?
Well, I really think there have been magnificent ancient forests up on Haida Gwaii, but I think the most magnificent have been down on Vancouver Island. Because we're at the south coast, we lost a lot of the mainland coast forests because they were cut first, the Douglas fir forest. We've only protected 1% of our Douglas fir forest, so it's very little, and on Vancouver Island only 6% of the original extent. So we realized that we may claim to have done so much, but we have done very little, and our governments have really betrayed us all in not showing leadership on this, and not showing leadership on First Nations issues either. They're only giving First Nations the opportunity to log, not to protect. And I find that really very bad news. But why did I get involved? Because I fell in love with the forests and the biodiversity and the whole life that's in those forests. What we talk about, the fish and wildlife and everything else, they're all interconnected. And these are very rare forests province-wide. Worldwide, I should say. They're very rare forests worldwide. And we had the best. I'm not sure we do anymore because we've really destroyed so much. And they say, oh, we're planting trees. A plantation is not a forest. These trees, these forests are irreplaceable. We will never see them again.